Hi Beastie Besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, hi, my name is Angelfish, pronouns they, them. I'm recording this video in the month of June, so it's Pride Month. Although, this is my channel, it's always Pride Month. But, you know, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Because this, as you can tell by the title, is yet another checking in with Monster High video. Now, if you're new to my channel and new to this series, what I usually do, and sorry, my knuckles just popped, is I like to periodically throughout the year just sort of check in with the doll line and like other news that's going on with the brand. And usually, at least as of around this time last year when Monster Fest came out, I introduced a new format in the video where I like to have at least one doll to unbox during the video. And since it's topical and today is a very G3 heavy checking in with video, we will be going over Scary Sweet Birthday Frankie Stein as well. So, stay tuned for that. And if, you want to keep up with the other videos on my channel, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and without further ado, let's get into it. Now, as always, Gen 1 is the starting point for anything that I cover in this series. We always check in with G1 alumni stuff first, usually because they're the ones that have like the most rapid-fire releases throughout the year. G3 sticks to a playline release schedule, so they do it like the latter half of the year is very G3 heavy, but G1 is just more consistent with releases periodically. April Ghoul's Day came and went, and I got Cree Production Operetta. We love her. She is probably one of the best Cree pros that they've ever done. I have a review of her on the channel if you want to know my thoughts. I love Operetta, but I do want to talk about how bad the actual Cree Pro drop was this time around, because last year, with Abby, Ghoulia, Spectra, and Cleo and Deuce, it was like 50-50 split. Cleo and Deuce were sold out almost instantly. Nobody could get them. It was a pain in the ass. But like Abby, Ghoulia, and Spectra came in and out of stock, and most people that wanted them were able to get them, right? Well, it was mostly that this time around again, where most everyone who wanted Operetta was able to get her. But for Toralei and the Werecat twins, from what I have seen and heard, it has been an absolute nightmare for people to try and get a hold of them. The Werecat twins are still dealing with shit. It's, like, so much shenanigans around it. I think right now Big Bad Toy Store might have them, but, the actual, like, pre-orders and stuff for that drop was just awful. Similarly, since the last time we talked about G1 dolls, we have two new Collectors to talk about. I don't have either of them because Megan hasn't released yet, but she's been officially announced, and she's coming out on the 11th at the time I'm recording this, which is in 3 days. I want her. I don't think I'm going to be able to get her, which sucks, because I do really like the way that she looks. I don't like the netting that they did for her sleeves. I think the striped sleeves would have been cuter to keep. Like, I know it's a Collector, the outfit's not gonna be like 100% one-to-one recreations, it's reimagined through a Monster High lens, I get that. However, the striped sleeves are something that I feel mesh really well with Monster High already, like as a styling thing, and so I don't get why she got basketball netting as her sleeves instead. That is my one critique for Megan's design. Everything else about the doll is adorable. I love her. I'm excited for her. I hope I'm able to get her. No promises. And then David from The Lost Boys came out earlier this month, / at the end of May, like the tail end of May. And I was excited to see him. I haven't gotten him. I would like to at some point. He's still in stock to my knowledge. I saw a lot of people saying that he didn't deserve one, which made me very sad because The Lost Boys is a quintessential vampire movie. Like, it is honestly one of the, in my opinion, vampire movies to contribute to, like, how we see modern vampires. in my opinion, it's where, like, the whole beautiful vampire thing comes from. But we're not going to spend this video talking about Lost Boys, because I will ramble for hours, okay? It's a movie that a friend of mine got me interested in, and now I care about it a lot, so... but aside from that, and aside from Operetta, we have 2 new comic releases that have happened as well. The Monster High IDW comics did finish with New Scaremaster all the way back in, I want to say, April. It's been a hot minute. But both Bullseye, which is a re-release of the first story from I Only Have Eye for You from 2014, and this year's Pride issue have released, with Laguna and Gil's story from I Only Have Eye for You set to release at some point soon. I believe it's this month, I want to say. I haven't seen it pop up at any comic book shops yet, though, so who the hell knows? It says it at the back of this, but also at the back of New Scaremaster, it said something about a hardcover, like, well, not hardcover, but like a paperback volume compilation of the first 4 issues, and that I have seen literally nowhere. I've asked, like, none of my local comic book stores have gotten it in, so I don't know what's going on with the volume compilation. I assume it exists, it has to, but nobody I know has ordered it, so can't seem to get it, which sucks. This one, I don't feel I need to go over because it is one of the oldest graphic novels for Monster High at this point. Like, it is the comic that everybody gets that one Draculaura profile picture from, so I don't feel such a strong desire to really go over it. Like, we all know this saga. This is peak Monster High, like, comic literature. Everyone knows it, everyone loves it. At least, I'm assuming so. This is new. This finally gives us context for how Toradine happened, which was math camp, which was really fun to read. It was cute. But the Valentine and Spelden story was the real, like, creme de la creme, in my opinion. It's funny, because last year's Pride issue, I preferred the Toradine story over the Spelden and Valentine one. Controversial, but this year I liked the Spelden and Valentine story more. I don't know, it's just, there's something about it. Like, the math camp thing, I feel like it's cute. Of the 2 stories, it just didn't appeal to me as much, which is fine, you know, different issues, and I'm happy that they've continued this. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad story at all. It's very fun, very fluffy. I love it. The artwork is great, as always, and I recommend picking this up. There is a foil version of this cover, which is more expensive than the regular comics, as it retails for $12.99 as opposed to $5.99, but if you can track it down, go for it. It's really pretty. It's all holographic and stuff. The pages inside aren't. It's just the outside cover, but, like, it's really fun, and it's nice to know that it exists. As the final bit of G1 news, the Universal Pictures movie for Monster High is moving forward and has found a director, apparently. So that's going to be interesting. I hope it makes it actually to filming and casting announcements and teasers. I need it to go all the way to theaters, okay? Like, I have been waiting for a theatrical Monster High movie for what feels like my whole life. Realistically, it's only been about 15 years, but I have been dying for one of these. The Nickelodeon movies, they were fine, but I want my theatrical Monster High movie. I have been dying for one. So, you know, it's really cool. They got the director for Megan for it, which is really fun, because they revealed Megan on the same day that they announced this. And I have so many thoughts, but I'm just going to put it at, I'm excited, I'm hopeful. Hopefully the doll line, the assortment that accompanies the movie doesn't get the Barbie movie assortment treatment, because Listen. I don't talk about the Barbie movie much on here. I haven't mentioned it. I unboxed Perfect Day Barbie on here ages ago. But I have so many issues with the way that Mattel handled the actual dolls that went for that movie. Like, it actively upset me. So, you know, we're just not. But if Mattel pulls anything like that for the Monster High movie doll assortment, let me just say, I won't want it, because, oh dear lord, the amount of store exclusives for that one, it was bad. The Barbie movie doll assortment was objectively just frustrating. Moving on, because this isn't about Barbara, okay? She's a hag, she can sit in the corner. Listen, she's paid her dues, she gets her respect sometimes on this channel, but in this case, this is not one of those moments. Sorry, Barbara. Now, moving on to Generation 3, and tying in with June and Pride Month, Welcome Committee Frankie finally saw an official release. Now, I haven't been worried about them because I knew that they were coming this year. I had been telling people for a while, it's like, hey, don't freak out just yet, like, because I actually asked, like, ages ago on Instagram, because the designers are not hard to contact. It's a thing of, like, oh, are they ever going to come out? Like, yeah, that's the thing, is sometimes stuff leaks early. But Frankie finally saw release. They're much anticipated. Special thank you to my friend Cam for giving me this doll, which is why there's not an unboxing for them on the channel, because generally speaking, this isn't a habit that I've always abided by. It was more like a New Year's resolution I made for myself last year that I'm trying to keep, which I did for 2024, which was, if I receive a doll as a gift, generally I don't like to film my initial reactions to opening them, because I want that moment for myself. But this Frankie doll is really special, and I love them so much. I mean, like, their makeup and the unapologetically rainbow clothing, the entire sentiment of the doll themselves is just, I love it so much. I still have their box over here, but, like, Frankie makes new ghouls in school feel right at home by encouraging self-expression through fashion and friendship. It's a very simple message, but it's one that I absolutely approve of and enjoy greatly. Like, everything is subtle, but also not here, and I love that about them. I love their jacket that they come with. I haven't put it on them just because I prefer the sleeve look with the little arm warmers, but this is a cute jacket. You know, I will put this on a Frankie restyle at some point in the future because it is really cute and I love it. It's pleather, so are the pants. I've said all that I need to say about pleather in the past, and I don't feel like I need to repeat myself, but this is a really cute piece, and I love the little decals that are meant to be pins. I love the Pride button. I love that they came with a little Pride sticker, which I don't have on me because it's on my computer now. I love that Watsy has a little matching bandana, and also the blue hair is cute. Like, this Frankie to me feels like an addition to the Fear Book line, and I love that for them so much. The recolor of the backpack, I don't mind, because we haven't seen this sculpt in 3 years. Like, this backpack mold, 2022 at launch, the charm not reused since, the bag itself not reused since. So it's like seeing an old friend, because, like, keep in mind, release-wise, the spacing of some of the pieces reused here, it's been literal years since we've seen these sculpts. Like, I don't know, there's something fun about it. It's like when for me anyway, it's like when I Heart Fashion just randomly had, like, a reprint of Frankie's signature shoes, but in a different color. Like, it's fun. I like it. It reminds me of childhood. Like, the Skulltimate Secrets earrings, I know some people are bothered by it, but I like that we're getting them in a silver color. Like, it's a very cute earring design. They've never been reused. I like the new clipboard mold. It's adorable. Not to mention the little pen. I love doll-sized writing utensils, always have. I mean, there's a reason the only accessory from G1 that survived my childhood was Laguna's little bubble fountain pen from the hydration station. It's because I love the tiny little writing utensils. I would, like, between these accessories, and this is such, like, a niche, like, specific to me interest thing, I'm sure there's other people that will agree with me in the comments, but, like, between the little writing accessories here that they come with and the birthday cards from Scary Sweet Birthday, I really want a little, like, stationary desk playset for one of the dolls. Like, give Laguna her little graphic novel writing station, please. I would love it. It would be so fun. But, you know, their little Polaroid. I love the Polaroid camera so much. And it's nice to see it again. You know, Weekend Getaway was the last time we saw this sculpt. It was in purple. But now we have it in blue. And it's so pretty. And this little Polaroid has all of the core ghouls' hands in there, which is very fun, very sweet. And then, of course, as a hallmark of early G3, the snacks. We haven't seen these bag molds in such a long time, not since the vending machine playset, which I still don't have. Actually, no. I believe Core Refresh Laguna might actually have gummies. Never mind. But I don't know. I feel like we don't see the bag molds as much, and I am silly and I enjoy their presence. I know not everyone does. I just like tiny things, and this appeals to the little gremlin in my brain that's like, you need tiny versions of things to stash in your room. I love the tiny snacks. We've seen Zip Zip before. It's not a new design necessarily, or, well, I mean, it's different enough from the Day Out can, but, like, it's different colors and stuff, but it's the same brand, so to speak, maybe a different flavor. These are new energy drinks, in total. These are all new snacks. Very cute. I love them. This one reminds me of, oh no, there goes the Draculaura coated energy drink. This one reminds me of the candies that she came with, that Draculaura came with in Skulltimate Secrets 1. But I love this Frankie. Also, to dispel some myths, because I keep seeing people being like, oh my god, a short neck Frankie in 2025. They do not have the short neck. I need to make that abundantly clear. The short neck is something that was done away with during the production of Scaradice. Like, actively, if you look at the first batch of Scaradice compared to most of the batches of Scaradice that are currently able to be found at, like, discount stores, you can literally watch the transition from short neck to long neck. Like, the short neck bodies are no more. They adjusted the geometry. They're gone. Scaradice was the last line that they would ever have appeared in. This Frankie was designed around that time, but they were likely put into production sometime last year, if not in very late 2023. So they would have never gotten a short neck version to begin with. And every version, including this version that I have, every version that I've seen online seems to have the long neck. Mine definitely does. Like, they have the current G3 proportions. They do not have the short neck body. I don't know where people are getting that rumor from. I know it probably has something to do with how long it took for this doll to come out, but they don't have it, I promise. This is a very Frankie-heavy video today because Skulltimate Secrets Hauntlywood Mysteries is also out, at least online, and slowly showing up in stores. I know they're already fully out in some parts of Europe, and Australia, I believe, has had them for about a month and a half. Like, they got them at the start of May, which I feel like I mentioned this a lot on the channel, but I feel always like a little bit happier when international collectors get Skulltimate before us, because, I mean, look at how Mattel treats international collectors. Like, it's, girl, I would be annoyed. I mean, y'all are annoyed at how Mattel treats y'all, but, like, I would be really annoyed. So it just makes me happy to see other people get them first, because then I get to formulate my thoughts on them and decide whether or not I want to actually spend money on them or not. And, you know, this is a very fun Frankie. I love them. I don't have much to say about them entirely. I got the stitchless variant, which is a factory error. It's nice for archival reasons, but I would love to get a duplicate that has the correct body stitches on them. We'll see about that when they're more readily available. With that out of the way, it is Scary Sweet Birthday time, because Draculaura's Sweet 1600 is in full swing. They are fully available online at the very least, with an expected release window in physical retailers around later this month into July, at least from what I have heard. So keep your eyes peeled. They should be popping up in physical big box stores soon-ish. I already did a review of Cupid on the channel. I recurled her hair, not just for this video, but also kinda just for this video, and I wanted to see if I could do it. Didn't turn out horrible. I just used the straw curl method. There's a million tutorials on it on the internet, so I don't plan on recording one for myself because it's the same process that you see everywhere. The only difference is I did not boil wash her hair beforehand. Like, I detangled it, yes, but I did not want to lose the factory curls entirely because I don't have any got-to-be hairspray right now or any water-based hairspray, so, like, you know, I'm not going to put anything oil-based on her scalp. So she just doesn't have any hair product in here. So if the curls fall, the curls fall. But right now they're holding their shape. It's been a few days, and they're doing just fine. So, you know. But let's get Frankie out of the box. In Cupid's video, I said all I really need to say about the Sweet 1600 birthday packaging. There's not a whole lot to go over that I haven't already talked about, so if you would like to hear my thoughts on the box art from this time around, go ahead and check out Cupid's review. I will put it in a card up there or at the end of this video. Either way, Frankie was the doll I was second most excited for, so I'm happy to have them second. If you are new to this channel and new to my unboxing sort of procedure or order of operations, I usually, when I am unboxing a doll, will go over the accessories first, which means it is time for the accessory rundown, starting with the balloon, because it volunteered itself by falling off directly into my hands when I was taking them out of the box. I think compared to Cupid's balloon, I like this one a little less. It is a lovely color scheme though, and it is very cute, and I love the lightning bolt handle. I don't know, I wish there was something metallic about this shade of pink. It's very matte. But it is a very cute piece, and I look forward to adding it to my little Pinterest board of accessory archives, because for those of you who don't know, as a hobby, and one of the reasons why I love the accessories so much, is I have been photographing every single one that I get, and uploading them to my Pinterest as like a little catalog of all of the accessories that G3 comes with, and whatever G1 accessories I still have. It's just a fun little, like, silly thing that I do. I don't remember, I think I started doing it last year, but next up we have Frankie's purse. I remember being so excited when this leaked ages ago. It opens not very much. I think you can fit their lipstick in there, which I love that they come with lipstick. It's so cute. I love doll makeup. It's so... Does it open? The stock images showed it as being able to open. It does. Okay, cool. This is a lovely shade of deep blue. It is gorgeous. I love it. I can't wait to photograph this and add it to my archives. I love doll makeup so much. Y'all don't even know. I feel like I ramble about it every time it happens. And then, of course, the stationery that I was excited for, because I love these little birthday cards. They're very old-fashioned, like, doll accessory to me. They're nostalgic. I love when we get paper accessories like this. Which is funny, because I used to hate them as a kid. But as an adult, I can appreciate these now. It's very cute. Like all the other birthday cards, it is birthday cake themed, wishing my fantastic friend an electrifying birthday, Frankie. We have the Sweet 1600 birthday invite, which all of the dolls in the main assortment come with. And then we have Frankie's little mystery gift for Draculaura, which comes in a unpainted blue bag. Cupid's bag at least had a little bit of painted detail, so I'm surprised Frankie's doesn't. But we have in here a little bracelet for Draculaura. It says... Is that a 6? I believe it says 1600 on it. Oh, it's a watch. It's a wristwatch. That's a 13 and 2 little zeros. Okay, that's cute. Draculaura is getting a wristwatch from Frankie, so that she'll never be late. And speaking of Frankie, I love them so much. Okay, let's take a look at that face. Now, ordering online, I don't get like the best selection, but this isn't the worst screening placement I've seen for them. All things considered, could have been worse off. Also, welcome back, Side Shave Head Sculpt. Haven't seen you since Ultimate Secrets Series 3. Nice to finally have you on a doll with complete head of saran hair. Ghoul Spirit does not count because the blue on that doll was polypropylene, but this is a really nice hair blend. Love it. A little bit of thread tying the bang to the side here. And I believe it's just a simple ponytail. It's not even wrapped. And it's got this little like chain cuff. Very Stitched in Style meets Dawn of the Dance Spectra. I love it. I love these little chain earrings. I love when Frankie gets earrings that go up the length of their ear. Not a lot of dolls do this sort of ear cuff thing, so I love it. And their makeup being a sort of a mix between Ghoul's Rule and... Actually, no, it's just a mix of Ghoul's Rule and G3's current stylings, because having regular Sweet 1600 Frankie here, and I apologize for how chopped their bangs are, because I did get them secondhand, and they don't have glue seepage anymore, but, you know, their bangs just, I don't have hairspray right now, I can't fix them. Also, they're a little dusty. G1 dolls are a dust magnet, okay? But in comparison, like, completely different makeup palettes. They're cute. I love them both. I better not see that as a screen cap on Twitter trashing G1 Frankie, because we love both of them in this house. But, like, also, welcome back eyebrow piercing. This doll and Welcome Committee Frankie are the only two Frankie releases this year to have the eyebrow piercing, I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked at Buried Secrets Series 2 Frankie in a while, but I'm pretty sure they don't have the eyebrow piercing either. So, welcome back, eyebrow piercing. You were missed. I noticed. I love this necklace color. This is what I wish the balloon was. I wish the balloon was this color. Like, I don't care if they can't do the pearlescence in a fully translucent thing. Opaque Mylar balloons exist. I would be able to suspend my disbelief, and I believe so would children. This is a nice piece. I like this little sleeve. It's cute. I love the print on it, and I love the baby, like, pastel pink ruffle. I love that it matches this. This is a little caught in there. This worries me a little, though, is the seam on this is not, like, great, which is running into the Monster Fest Laguna sock issue, where the hems were not perfect or even passable on like half the dolls. I worry about that. This is a cute dress. I love their cage skirt much more than I love Cupid's, so they will be keeping it on. I feel like this goes much better with their whole outfit. And this is just like a little satin fabric. It's very stiff, but it's not papery, in my opinion. Like, there's a difference between stiff satin and papery satin. This is just stiff satin. Papery satin, well, it feels like paper. This does not. This still feels like a textile to me. And I love the foil on it. It reminds me of old Sweet 1600. It's a nice little update of it, swapping the red for a sort of fuchsia and swapping the aqua for a deeper blue, which I love. This is probably one of the darkest outfits that Frankie has worn, like, color palette wise in an official G3 doll, so I like it. The leg, just being solid pink, there's a little bit of a shimmer to it, but I wish it was shinier. I do wish that this was more of a metallic color. I feel like it has some sort of metallic pigment in it, because you can see where they swirled it in there. And that's the thing with metallic plastics, is you can always tell when they're kind of swirled together, the pigment. Like, it's not always uniform. Also, these shoes are gorgeous. Oh my god. I love this. Is there anything on the sole? No, there isn't. Cupid didn't have that either, but, like, this is very cute. Actually, Frankie, I think I like you better than Cupid. Sorry, Cupid, sweetie. I love you, but Frankie kind of sort of, like, stole the show today. But I'm happy to have 2 Scary Sweet Birthday dolls now, because my Laguna custom does not count. I love her to bits, but she's not official. She's just a Monster Ball doll that I rerouted. But overall, Frankie's, like, a solid design. I love this doll so much. Like, okay. Kudos to you, design team. I mean, this is one of the heaviest hitting deluxe lines. Honestly, would I put it above Monster Fest? Yeah, I would put it above Monster Fest. Controversial. I know some people really, really love Monster Fest. Monster Fest is second place to me now. Does Scary Sweet Birthday have Laguna in it to make it truly deserve the #1 spot in my eyes? No. But I can acknowledge that it is a very well-designed line, and despite not having my favorite ghoul in it, it did introduce me to a new favorite ghoul, or reintroduce a new favorite ghoul. And also, Frankie has a really cool doll in it, so, you know, well done, Scary Sweet Birthday. 10 out of 10. Love this doll. Very fun. If this is what our deluxe line looks like this year, I cannot wait to see what 2026 holds. Hopefully Laguna will be back in the deluxe line. I know we're getting another Laguna doll later this year in Skulltimate Secret Series 7, apparently, which I am excited for because, I mean, both of her other dolls that were supposed to be out this year are not. I mean, Day Out Laguna is kind of out, but she's hard to find because Day Out just has terrible distribution as an entire collection. But that's a rant for another day that I don't have the energy to go on. Anyway, that is all the time I have for you for this video. I hope you all have a happy and safe June, especially this year. Stay safe, my beastie besties. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for staying and chatting with me. Bye-bye.